of the voiceless.
Sports Rock.
Ericsson, Garnacho hasn't stopped. Garnacho has scored in stoppage time, and Manchester United have nicked it.
For updates in the world of football.
Sterling for Liverpool. He's seen Henderson face to face with Fernandinho. Henderson! Oh wow! Lift the Anfield roof. Company's error, yes.
Formula One.
Near him, because down the inside now comes Carlos Sainz on Lewis Hamilton. Sainz just squeezes Hamilton, who goes over the rumble strip.
Cycling. Boxing. Basketball and lots more. Listen to us live on Sport Rush, Mondays to Fridays, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Al-IyamoyeTv radio. For more inquiries, please call 0806 242 9799. Sports Rush, your everyday dose of sports.
This morning on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, we give you updates on sports all over the world today, and I am Yazid.
I'm sure Moshe, that's time sports. Good morning to you.
Okay, starting with Arsenal. David Rayn eventually comes to Arsenal on a loan, a season loan with option to buy, which I think Arsenal made a smart move in this due to the financial fair play rules, knowing if they eventually announce that they bought him with the amount of money, the financial fair play rules would talk on them, and instead said it's as a loan, which I know it will still be permanent by maybe January transfer or by next summer, which David Rayn will be permanent in Arsenal.
I think it's a very good day for Arsenal because they need a competitor for Ramsdale. And if you look at the performance of David Rayn from his time at Brentford, he's a very, very good goalkeeper, good with his foot as well, which I know Mikel Arteta will really love about David Rayn. But all in all, he's coming to Arsenal, and he's not just coming to Arsenal to come and have the first 11 check like that. He needs to fight for his game. And I think if he's given a chance in the game, that is when he will try to win the mind of the heart of Mikel Arteta, because now we know Ramsdale has been a goalkeeper for Arsenal. At least his last season has come to Arsenal. He did very well for Arsenal. Although there's no how you be a good goalkeeper or good player that you don't make some mistakes. But we know Ramsdale is a very good goalkeeper as well. And look at David Rayn as well. At Brentford, we know what Brentford did last season. How they performed so well, how they beat some big teams last season, and some crucial saves that was done by David Rayn. But what I just don't want all Arsenal fans to do is not to expect much from David Rayn. You know, most of both fans don't always watch this small team, aside from when they're playing a big team. That is only when you need to see all this small team playing against big team. But that is when you see some goalkeepers or some players trying to prove themselves against big sides. So we cannot expect much from David Rayn. But I know he will be able to do more than give Arsenal more than expecting what they expect from David Rayn. And I think in years to come, he probably should be the first goalkeeper for Arsenal, because don't forget he's a Spaniard, and Arteta also is a Spaniard. But let's remove sentimental about the national side and both of them represent. Let's look at the pedigree of the David Rayn and Ramsdale. It's quite different to each other. The Ramsdale also come from small team before he got to Arsenal as well. And I think both of them are on par. But what makes David Rayn to be above Ramsdale is just how he knows how to use his foot. So I know all Arsenal players as well, they will love to have David Rayn at their disposal, being a goalkeeper that can play from the back.
Okay, now Monaco are to make improved for Larry Balogun's offer. Monaco are reportedly set to submit an improved bid for Arsenal striker for Larry Balogun.
I think it's high time for Arsenal to reduce the asking price for Larry Balogun. £50 million is not too much for Larry Balogun, but according due to him being a black, and I'm not saying due to him being a black. Look at Moussa Caicedo. Look at Ruben Latvia. They are not even goal scorer. They are just defensive midfielder. And they are bought for which amount of money? Look at Moussa Caicedo, £150 million. Look at Milagro that Chelsea has struck yesterday, £60 million. They are all black players. It depends on how you yourself value your player. If a team is bringing in money that you don't want, tell them you want to retain this player. This player is part of your plan. But it's just because Arsenal, Arteta too is rejecting this guy. He doesn't want him to be in the first day, and that all that teams are coming. Okay, so far he's not part of your plan. You want to release him at all costs. They'll bring in money that'll be okay for Mikel Arteta's side. So I see Arsenal reducing the accept price maybe to 40 million, but I think they brought 35 million pounds last time, and then it was rejected. I think 40 million should be enough
for
to stop the day for Larry Balogun and without any other to go and enjoy his game at another team and scoring better. But I know Arsenal will eventually regret releasing for Larry Balogun.
Okay, let's take a look at Manchester United match against Wolves, where the referees were not good in their decision in the match. And the last part of the match, where Onana, it was a corner where Onana made an attempt on the player to knock the ball against Onana, where they checked VAR for some minutes and we're thinking what is going on. And eventually, the referee made a decision that no penalty. And after the match, due to some jogging on the issues, they saw that the referee made a mistake and they were banned for the next weekend coming up matches.
This kind of issue has been, I think that's coming since last season. And I think one thing that was a detriment of this issue is I think West Ham United they went through a lot. They went through a lot whereby the referee will come back and say we are sorry.
Yeah.
It happens same thing against Everton against Man City, whereby in the dying minute there was an handball inside the box for Manchester City player. And instead of the referee to point to the spot for a penalty, he said it's not a penalty. And after the game, he came out and apologized. I think there should be another rules that if there is an issue on the field of play, that maybe it's a penalty decision, immediately there should be a committee that will review the goal before the end of the game, so that if there is a particular mistake, the mistake can be reviewed and the referee can call you. That I can remember a season, maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago, I think it was under Jose Mourinho or this coach is so. The match was halftime. I think it was against Wolves. The referee has blown the halftime whistle.
Yeah, remember.
You remember? They've got out of the field of play and the referee called back to play penalty.
Yeah, I can remember.
So it can be done. They can put in an investigative committee that will check through all these mistakes. Look at the game against Liverpool as well. Chelsea-Liverpool. On the handball from Nicolas Jackson, which should that be a clean penalty for Liverpool. That sorry or suspension for the referees cannot bring in that 1 point for over the others again. The date has been done, and they just sanctioned the referee for just only 1 week.
Yeah.
I think there should be an issue as well. They will review the mistakes and do the needful for all this team. There should be the equity, fairness, and justice. If you are to say a player or a coach cannot come and complain to the referee to give a yellow card or to award a foul, then there should be equity and fairness, justice, equity, fairness to teams as well. Whenever there is a mistake from the hand of the referee, so that the points can be reversed back and see this team we know we really worked. Now, Man U we thought they deserved to have the all 3 points. Whereby I'm the one that deserve even to have the 3 points more than Manchester United. I think it's high time the PGMOL in England find solution to all this.
Okay, let's discuss on Manchester United and Maguire. Maguire was demanding for a 15 million pounds personally to him that Manchester United should give him, and he will find his way down to West Ham, where Manchester United were negotiating with him, breaking it down to 10. And immediately Maguire had that. He said no, and he cancelled the deal to West Ham. And now Manchester United fans are not happy with Maguire in the team.
Why are they not happy with Maguire? It is salary, it's wages, and this team wants to push him out of the exit door, and is demanding for a particular amount of money. Look at the likes of I think who have this player that just cancelled his contract, Aubameyang. Chelsea needs to pay more for some certain amount of money. He has a contract agreement with you. He said he's not going anywhere. You went ahead to agree with West Ham United, £30 million, And this guy says he's not going he's not going aside. You give him the 15 million pounds he's requesting for. Now, if Man U is to give him 15 million, it means they are on the losing side. Yeah. Don't forget they bought him for 80 million pounds at Leicester City. From Leicester City. 4 seasons ago. Now, West Ham is bringing in charts, which we know even though Harry Maguire is not even up to 30. And you are saying you want to give him 10 million naira as a compensation fee. But I know it's just because Man U as well, they are still looking at the market. Now, which kind of player would they be able to bring in for a low transfer fee? Most teams outside there now are putting high price tag on their players. So all the players have been linked with Manchester United, like Jamie Pavard, Jodebo, and the likes. How much will Manchester United be able to generate to bring in all these players? Don't forget, Manchester United have paid which amount of money on Mason Mounts, which amount on Rasmus Højlund and Andre Onana, almost more than 200 million pounds. And Manchester United have no money left. They only need to sell before they can bring in players. I think Harry Maguire is on the very side. It's possible Harry Maguire stay at Manchester United. If Manchester United like or not, they use him. If they like, they don't use him. He'll be collecting his wages week in, week out. I think Manchester United will be on the other side. They should have given him the money that he requested and leave him to West Ham United and collect the money. Now for them to be able to bring in another defender, another player entirely. I think Harry Maguire is on the positive side and Man U is on the losing side.
Okay, Arsenal were in talks for Aymeric Laporte from Manchester City. Do Arsenal need any defender at the moment they are now?
Yes, they need. Okay. If you look at our Arsenal side, from the left central back, I think it's only William Sand. I think Jacob Kuo. And if you look at Aymeric Laporte, it's kind of defender that's very composed, and look at where he played for Manchester City. Very good defender, a left footer, and which he can use the ball at his foot, he can drive from defense to attack and like. But there was a news that pops up will come on air. A team and Al is bringing money for Aymeric Laporte again. And if Man City are given a chance to choose between Arsenal and Al-Hilal, they would rather choose Al-Hilal to have huge amount, not because of anything, to have huge amount of money from Al-Hilal, and not to strengthen the rival. They did such last season with Gebejizos and Zinchenko. Now they don't want to strengthen Arsenal again with a good defender like Aymeric Laporte. And on financial stops, Manchester City will need they want to get money from Al-Hilal in Saudi Arabia for Aymeric Laporte. And I think Laporte himself will get huge pay in terms of wages from Saudi Arabia. But if Arsenal are able to bring in this guy, they are bringing in a top high level defender. That will bring an end to Gabriel Magalhaes and the team. It will bring an end to a Gabriel Magalhaes starting. Look at the weekend. He started from the bench. Yeah, maybe I think Ben White was used instead of him. He started from the bench. It means Baker is trying to get him out of the team a little by little. Don't forget, he played most games for Arsenal last season. And whereby when he doesn't have William Saliba at the side, he ended up being on the losing side of being flopped in the game. It means him alone cannot control the defense without the presence of William Saliba. So if Arsenal can bring this guy, they are going to have a chopped up defender. Don't forget, Joey Timber is out injured, like 2-3 months. So they need another defender to replace this guy. Because the rate at which injury is coming up for teams now, the team that are yet to get injury, they should watch out for injury to come off. Maybe when the transfer market has been closed, that is when they will find it difficult to bring in a player. But I think if Arsenal are able to get in Aymeric Laporte, he's a very good defender. They're able to get a world-class defender.
Okay, let's take a short break from here. When we get back from the break, we will discuss on the World Cup second stage semi-final between England and Australia, and also discuss on Manchester United Sevilla match coming up tonight in the Super Cup. Do stay with us. Thank you.
gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bá gbà mú ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion.
happiness.
House of Zayana, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zayana, Letima Rojulowo Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀, ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógè gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zayana lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zayana wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zayana 08165688618. House of Zayana, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Taoheed Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Taoheed Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Taoheed Central Mall, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Taoheed Travels and Tour.
Welcome back to Sportville on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. As I said earlier, we're going to be discussing on the World Cup match coming up between England and Australia, and also the match coming up this night between Manchester City and Sevilla. Before that, let's go on to Chelsea, as Chelsea has ripped Liverpool from two players at the same time, Moises Caicedo and Romelu Lavia. As you have the news saying Romelu Lavia is already in London set for medical, as Chelsea has completed his deal. Both Romelu Lavia and Caicedo fell into the blues, and Liverpool are with nothing.
I think it should be cause for concern for Liverpool side, because let's look at Liverpool like 3, 4, 5 seasons ago. Their transfer has been very, very top notch, and it's very, very sad that Liverpool are on the deal for Romelu Lavia for months, for weeks. They went to £47 million, whereby Southampton is asking for £50 million, and it's very, very clear that Liverpool need a holding midfielder. They need a defensive midfielder. Losing the likes of Fabio and the likes of Henderson, they need, and losing the other players like James Milner that can even play from that position. It's quite unfortunate that Liverpool are losing on the transfer market, because now they've lost 2 players to Chelsea, in the likes of Moises Caicedo and Romelu Lavia. And I think my concern now is, will Romelu Lavia have much playing time at Chelsea? That's my concern. We only have playing time at Chelsea if Chelsea doesn't bring in any attacking midfielder again. It cannot be Caicedo, Romelu Lavia, and Enzo. Well, if peradventure, well, let's look at Enzo match, the game he played against Liverpool. You will see he played in that attacking position so well, but he lacks the final pass. Where is the assist? Where does it come from? It means Enzo preferably would love to play beside an holding midfielder, a defensive midfielder, so that he can be able to roam about as well, but having an attacking midfielder in front of them. But all in all, there are a lot of games, and injury can come in. I know Latvia might not have that chance if Chelsea bring in an attacking midfielder as well. But Liverpool, I think it's time for the club to sit the sporting director. I know the reason behind this is this guy Michael Edward that left Liverpool last season. The sporting director that left Liverpool last season. I think they should have got a lot of deals done because they brought in Soboslai, McAllister. Yeah. These two players are attacking players. They need a defensive player. In order for these guys to be able to have a very good performance. Look at against Chelsea. In the first 20-25 minutes, Liverpool played so well. But between the rate of 30 minutes downward to the final whistle, Liverpool suffered a lot. If not for the good play from the Liverpool defense line, or Chelsea not being clinical enough, Chelsea will have defeated Liverpool on Sunday. It means it's very clear that both sides need a defensive midfielder, but Chelsea are getting their deal done with a good two defensive midfielder. Whereas Liverpool has lagging behind. Now I know before the end of the transfer, or before the end of this week or next week, Liverpool should be able to bring in another defensive midfielder. A good day for Chelsea, bringing in young lad. Don't forget Omilaga is 19 years of age. And the reason Omilaga joined Chelsea is because of this Sherwood. He was the one that brought Latvia to Man City. He was the one that brought Latvia to Man City. And he knows what this guy can do. He knows the potential of this guy. That is why he keen on this guy. That this guy must brought. And after the guy left Man City, he went to Abel. So he knows what this guy can do. So that is why Chelsea eventually win the race for Latvia. Very good day for Chelsea. And let's see what Latvia can offer Chelsea.
Okay, now by 11 o'clock a.m. we'll see this start of the match between Australia and England. Let's not forget Australia and New Zealand are the host of the Women's World Cup for this year, and New Zealand are nowhere to be found now as they have been defeated in matches
in the group stage.
Yeah, in the group stage, and now Australia are the only one who qualified down to the semi-final. What a very lucky win for Australia. If you remember in the group stage where we had Australia, Nigeria and Canada, where Australia won the match against Canada for them to qualify now to the round of 16, and also won the round of 16 and now qualified down to the semi-final against England, who defeated Nigeria in the round of 16. What was your take on the match between Australia and England?
I think maybe a lot of this sentiment. I think I'm very surprised with the kind of performance that Australia are giving this World Cup. Don't forget, Sammy Kerr doesn't have chance to play in the group stage at all. He only played, I think, in the round of 16 for Australia, and he was not even. She didn't even play too much games. Maybe he comes in and maybe he was sub, maybe after half time or maybe like 60, 70 minutes. But all in all, Australia, they have been performing so well in this World Cup. Nobody even expect them to get to this stage. Nobody expected them to go to semi-final. And as the host nation, they have a lot of supporters supporting them today. You know, they are too. Most of their games is being played in Australia, and if you look at the kind of when you have a support of the home fans behind you, you know the kind of pressure that will be on your opponent. And England too are not, you can't override England as well. They're very good side with like Uzo and other players like that as in England. But all in all, I will still go. You know, yesterday I said Sweden will defeat England, Spain, and I hope I'll go the prediction right today as well. I'll go for Australia to defeat England.
Australia to England. Let's forget Spain are now waiting for who they are going to play with in the final, as Australia is playing England, and Sam Kerr is back and she's starting the match today as the captain for Australia. Tonight's match between Manchester City and Sevilla, as Manchester City won the Champions League last year, and Sevilla also won the Europa League, and the meeting of both of them forms the UEFA Super Cup between Manchester City and Sevilla.
It's it will be very good, big game between both sides, and you don't forget what Sevilla what they did last season in the Europa League, where they will lose the first leg and eventually come back at their own ground. But this is not a one-away game; it's just a one-legged game whereby when you lose, you are out of the competition. The winner goes all with the trophy. Winner wins it all. Let's look at Manchester City, their first game against Burnley. They didn't play up to expectation. They only have the chance to win. And don't forget, Kevin De Bruyne is out injured, and they are sweating on the fitness of Bernardo Silva as well.
Yeah.
So if Manchester City doesn't have David De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, it's very difficult for them to win a game against Sevilla. Well, I know Bernardo Silva will eventually play this game, and maybe a last minute fitness test will be done. We did for him, and maybe you can pass the fitness test. But let's look at Man City, how they're lacking the kind of creativity that the likes of Ilkay Gundogan gave them last season, and you can't underestimate what Sevilla can do. Like Yazid, Nesri, and the other players, Jesus Navas or Campos, Acuna, and the likes. Don't forget what they can do. Rakitic as well. Don't forget what you can do. And my something is telling me Sevilla include the car in the day.
Okay, Sevilla. I'm also supporting Sevilla against Manchester City today in the UEFA Super Cup. Okay. We've come to the end of Sports Vibe today on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, follow, comment, and share our programs on Facebook, Al-IyamoyeTV Radio, same as our YouTube, Al-IyamoyeTV Radio, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell. I remain Yazid Taoheed.
I'm sure anyone should listen to this sport.
To tell you a
goodbye.
goodbye.